Welcome in, welcome in. Today we're taking a look at a couple of CNC aluminum alloy keyboard stands. These guys are made by a company called PeakZooc. Thank you, big shout out to PeakZooc for reaching out to me and offering to send me a couple of these stands to check out and showcase for y'all. We'll be taking a look at the unboxing, the CNC quality and anno, and building up a 2-level stand and checking it out. It does say KT75. I'm not sure if that means it's sized for 75 and under, but we'll find out. Grab a snack and drink, and we'll get on with the show. I will have affiliate links and a 10% off code as well. Code SHILOQs will get you 10% off. I think there might be free shipping as well. They come in black and silver. I've got the silver ones here. So grab a snack, drink, chillax with me. Let's build these guys out. All right, here comes the unboxing. Comes in this nice packaging. We get a pretty nice little manual here. I guess this is a build guide. Very well packaged, as far as I can tell. CNC quality is excellent. Very nice. It does feel light, so it's an aluminum alloy. But the CNC quality is pretty much pristine, really. Very well done. High quality. So we've got these. These are the ledge that you put your keyboard on. It appears these are kind of soft, a little bit rounded, which is good because you wouldn't want sharp edges to scratch any boards, but we're going to test that. All right, that's the first layer. Second layer, we've got the base, or I guess this is where the keyboards actually sit on. It's got silicone padding. So let's see here. All right, we've got these pads. Looks adequate. Should not be make contact with the metal on metal. Should be pretty good. Again, the CNC quality is quite good. Chamfered edges. Very nice. And let's see if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. All right. So let's get to the building. There's also on their Instagram, they have a reel, 4 days old, how to build this. Looks pretty straightforward. Hex screws. Just connect everything as would make sense with common sense. Looks pretty easy. I'll leave a link below for that as well. Lots of screws. Those are the X brackets to go up another level. One, two, three. All right, let's check it out. Let's build this up. All right, we're done. Super easy. 3 screws on each side. Secures this back brace and the base. And then these guys go in with 2 screws each. Very simple, very easy. Nothing to it. And that's it. This would be the first layer done. These are the brackets if you want to extend a layer. There's no flex at all. Extremely sturdy. This will not break over time, as far as I can tell. Let's put a board on here. Now this is 60%. That's what it would look like. These silicone pads will catch everything. There doesn't appear to be a lot of metal on metal contact. Very sturdy and very solid. This is good. This is a pass. I don't really anticipate any issues with this. As a single stand, it's excellent. 60%, something as heavy as this, no problem on it. All the silicone will grab it. There's no real metal on metal contact. This is good. Solid. All right, let's build her up to a second level and see how it goes. I like this. This is good. See how it survives on a 2-level, 2-stacker. Let's build the second one. Okay, let's take a look at the X bracket. 2 screws secure it to the base. The concern would be once you put another layer on if this will bend, because the stress would be on these points, especially if you got it 5 layers high. This is solid as all hell. This is not moving anywhere. You would want to... The torque would be this way. No, this is good. This is no way this is moving. Okay, so we've got the X brackets on now. Because of these extra metal here on metal, there's no shot of rotating this. This does not rotate at all. Even if a screw were to fail, even if one of these 2 screws were to fail, you cannot move this X. It does not move at all. I'm twisting on it with a fair amount of force. This is completely rigid. These brackets are completely rigid. It should hold 5 levels high, no problem. Let me build the second shelf. We'll take a look. Okay, so the way this works is not only can it not rotate, this has been shaped to fit this. Locks in, the second stack locks in. Very well engineered, very great tolerances. Okay, this is smarter than it looks. As you increase weight, this would be where all the pressure is. This screw would be taking on the most amount of weight and pressure. If something was going to break, it'd break at this screw. So they've actually engineered it for extra long, 3 levels deep. So it will go through this piece, and this back brace piece. So all 3 of these will be alleviating some of the pressure off this screw. Very well designed. Tolerances are excellent. And there's also this this little indent here, prevent rotation. Okay, we've got this 2 layers high now. As a unit, it is extremely, extremely strong. There's no way this is moving anywhere. It is so strong. Like, there's no flex at all. At least from these weak, potentially weak points, nothing. It is solid, rigid. No way these will move. This could potentially bend here. These do feel a tiny bit thin if we're being like really hard on it. Honestly, this is very strong. In terms of clearance, you need to clear these legs. You would need to 2-hand this lift. Okay, so potentially there could be metal on metal contact. There isn't here. I think to be safe, I would add gaskets here. Added Poron gaskets. The Poron gaskets I've added here. This will help give you a little bit more peace of mind when you're dropping your board on top. That the gaskets will protect your front face. And you can see I'm lifting this up. The bottom one is 5 pounds. This bracket is, I'm completely confident in these brackets in holding this up with a Leviathan on here. It is completely strong, completely stable. Okay, so the change I would make is add some gaskets here. Maybe some right here. For a 60%, you would want some gaskets here. Because you hear that? Your board is touching potentially right here. Okay, this is the mod I would make. Perfect. This is what you want. You see how hard I'm throwing this board on here with confidence? This Poron gasket right here and here. This is with confidence when you have a heavy board in your hand. Excellent. %, your board will be touching here. You want it to be hitting these gaskets and not metal. No problem. In and out should not be a problem. From a weight perspective, this is solid as all hell. There's no twisting at all. The tolerances are perfect. This is extremely, extremely strong. Solid. This is a buy. Get some gaskets. Maybe they'll make some alterations to this in the final and start shipping you with more padding here and a little bit thicker and on all the legs so that this does not touch exactly. But with those minor mods, excellent, excellent. Let me move all this stuff here. I got way too much stuff on my desk. Very, very strong. Very, very well engineered, very well thought out, very, very good. Super, super good. Now 5 high, who knows, but 2 high, no problem. I'm fairly confident in this design. Now, TKL probably will not work because there's these ridges here. You can probably gasket it up. Let me try 65. No problem. Poron gaskets doing their job. 65, no problem. 75 should also be no problem. All right, this unit is excellent. They could actually make a smaller one for 60%. Bring this bracket down, shrink it down a little, shrink the width to fit a 60 only. This one is called a K75. I would like to see a K60 or a K65. Because you'll see here, this 60 is a tiny bit short on this. It doesn't need this bracket. It can sit on 3. But if you wanted to sit on 4, it would miss on a 60. 3 out of 4 is still good. You've got your homemade gaskets here. 65, no problem. 75, probably the maximum. TKL, no good. All right, this has been a great project. Thank you, PeakZooc, for sending it out. Very well engineered, very well machined, very well anoded. I really like the attention to detail, especially in the pressure points here. Really well thought out, really well done. 2 thumbs up. This is a buy. Use my affiliate link. Use my code ShyLocutus for 10% off. I believe it's free shipping. I'm not sure. But if you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to 5 is untested, but I have no reason to believe it will not work based on how strong this is. Very, very good. Very, very strong. Have some of your own gaskets on hand, or maybe they will provide more in future units. And maybe they will give us a K60 or a K65. I like. Shylock approved. A little bit spendy. It's 45, 50 US, give or take, depending on how many stacks you buy. Code 10% will knock it down a bit. Free shipping will make it good. This is good though. With these slight mods that I put on here, this is good. Till the next one.